Radio, starring TV's big dealer, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Welcome to Let's Make a Deal. What an excitable audience we got here tonight. I'm telling you, this is going to be a lot of fun. And it will be a lot of fun because we got some great prizes to give away and to offer. For example, how would you like a chance to go to Rome, Italy? Will you?
Oh, my God. Look at
Clara, Clara, watch it, Clara. I got a weak heart.
So do I. Oh, my God. So do I.
Clara Pelling, I know all these gags here, but what's this on top? Slow it down so I can read it. What does it say?
Left.
A real good deal, it says. That's kind of cute. Well, I'm going to give you a little card right over here. It says Rome on it. Now, it may or may not really take you to Rome. You just stay there. I'll be with you in just a moment. We'll talk about that. And another one says Mexico City, which I'll let you have right now. And the next two cards I'm going to give to a gentleman who I've known for a long time, one of the great stars in show business, Mr. Nipsey Russel, our guest here. The people's choice. Nips.
Yes, sir. They say money can't buy happiness, but I'll tell you how I feel. What money doesn't buy, I seldom use, so heck, let's make a deal.
I knew we'd make the anthology. Well, now we're going to be there till time immemorial. We've just been enshrined in the Nipsey Russel anthology of poetry.
How about it?
You are our guest here on Let's Make a Deal, and has been the custom for the past several weeks. We've had some stars playing for somebody at home. And that means that whatever you win, of course, doesn't go to you. It goes to that particular person, whoever it is, and that will be in this envelope. And we'll get to that one in just a moment.
So I go now to her home.
Oh. That's one way of playing the game. The other one is you better find out what you're taking with you before you get there.
All right, I'll open it.
Oh, you want to open it? Let's open it up right now. We'll find out who it is. Go ahead, open it up.
Open this up?
Yes, this name was chosen at random from the telephone directory in the area of the station that carries the show. So open it up and we'll find out what area.
Shall I open it?
Yeah! Oh, this is no secret. This one has been pre-selected. And you are going to be playing for... We know who it is, Nips.
Oh, you know, Mrs. Shirley Gray of 121 St. James Place, Brooklyn, New York.
Right, Brooklyn.
And I hope she's watching on station WABC in New York.
Right. And this was chosen from the New York telephone directory at random, so I hope she's watching us. Everything that happens to you is really happening to Shirley Gray in Brooklyn. So let's see what we can do for Shirley Gray. I'm going to give you the third envelope that says Paris. Now, I'll get back to you in just a moment as you listen to me describe
I don't have to meet her in Paris, do I?
You're making the show more complicated.
Oh.
First of all, you don't know if you're going to Paris, France, or whether you're going to Paris right here in California, but we'll find out for you in just a moment. Now, all three who hold cards, that's Nipsey holds one that says Paris, Debbie Chesley says Mexico City, Clara Pelling says Rome. Now, if the card inside the envelope says trip, you hold it up to the light, Nipsey, you won't see a thing. If it says trip, you're going to the city designated. On the other hand, it may not say trip, maybe a blank card, and then you're going no place, right? Clara, let's start with you. If you think your Rome envelope is worth a little Dolce Vita in the Eternal City, then you hang on to it. If you think there isn't one over there, then I'm going to let you trade it for the box on the display floor.
Take the box.
You're going to take the box. Inside here, Clara, we had, first of all, 50,000 lira.
Wow. No.
Which is $75 in American money. 50,000 lira and a blank card. That's all it was worth, $75. So, Clara, take a look and see what you have inside the box instead. And there for Clara, we have got several items for her home.
Yes, there are 2 Singer vacuum cleaners for house cleaning chores. Use Power Master Upright for carpets and Power Glide Canister for floors and furniture. The pair sell for $89.90. And then for cleanup in the kitchen, from InSinkErator, a compactor that turns trash into neat bundles. The disposer flushes messy garbage quickly down the drain, both from InSinkErator. These sell for $344.95. After you clean up the house, how about stepping out in this startling new fur coat? Throughout the world of fur, of fun, of fashion, Harold wears the American League stroller from Dicker and Dicker of Beverly Hills. Its appraised value is $2,250, so the total value of your deal is $2,684.85.
$1,684 deal, Clara, and it's all yours. Your husband may have wanted the trip, but you got all good things for the house and yourself. Thank you, my dear. Make that thing go again. I love the way that thing goes. Press the... I thought you pressed this button to make that go. All right, now we go over here to Debbie. Debbie Chesler, you have a trip that says Mexico City. Maybe this one really goes to Mexico City. Maybe not. In your case, you can hang on to it, or you could go for curtain number 2. Watch it right now and see what happens. The curtain's open, and by golly, we got delicious Mexican foods waiting for us right back there.
$25 with Old El Paso Mexican foods. Taste the traditions and flavor of Old Mexico with Old El Paso, America's first Mexican food.
Now, there's something behind that wall of Mexican food. You can have that in exchange for your envelope, which may take you to Mexico City and maybe not.
Oh, I'll take the curtain.
All right. She makes up her mind to take the curtain, and we open up the envelope for Debbie, and inside here, it says on the card, trip. And that meant that you were off on a trip to Mexico City, and to live it up in Mexico City, we also had a $1,000 day. And that means you just traded away a vacation worth $1,610. But Debbie, you still have the Mexican foods. That brings you pretty close to Mexico, and this is going to bring you even closer to Mexico as we see what we have for you back there. Thank you, Debbie Chesler. And now we come over to Nipsey. Nips, yes. You saw one trip that didn't turn out to be a trip, and she made a wise move. Then there was a trip in that last envelope she traded away. Maybe there's a trip to Paris in here, maybe not. You don't know. You can't peek inside until I get back, and I'll be back right after these words.
I couldn't trade it to her for her to do a hula dance for me, could I?
This week in game show history, musical guessing game Do Re Mi debuts. Monty Hall and Let's Make a Deal star on a special episode of The Odd Couple. And Wheel of Fortune changes hand-turned letters to TV screens. Your job just got a whole lot easier, Vanna.
Let me do a little bit of looking right now, because I'm looking for people with the same last name, Christine and Carlos James. You may stand up, and while you are, I bet the two go together. Beatty said Beatty. Beatty and Claire Griffith. All right. Here's what happens. You fellas are used to going out and working and bringing home the money and giving it to the ladies, right? Yeah. And then what happens?
It goes away.
It goes away. They spend it, right? All right, I'm going to give you the opportunity to do the very same thing right now. I'm going to give you a chance to earn some money for your ladies, and we have $1,500 waiting for you in the next couple of minutes. The men will do all the work. The ladies will collect the money. But what we're going to do is insist that when the men are working, the ladies have to be still and can't give them any help. The men promise to turn the money that they win over to the ladies, right? Okay, Carlos? Okay, Beatty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll make sure that if he wins, he gives it right to you. I love the get-up. The ace and jack look very good. All right, now what we're going to do is have you gentlemen price the items, and the one that comes closest to the actual manufacturer's suggested retail selling price is going to get paid off. And here is item number 1, and I pay the winner $300.
And this is a can of solid white albacore tuna, star-kissed, a good-tasting tuna. Only good-tasting tuna get to be star-kissed. And don't forget to tell them Charlie sent you.
Okay, can I have a price on this, please, Beatty?
54 cents.
54 cents. No help from anybody, please. Carlos?
39 cents.
39 cents. The price actually is 68, and $300 goes to Beatty Griffith right over here. Woo! Which Beatty is going to give right over to Claire. That's the way it goes, Beatty.
Oh, you went, too.
You promised. Why should we make it any different than it usually is?
That's right, okay.
All right, this time we're going to pay off $500 to the one that comes closest to the price. Jay describes the item.
And it's a 5-ounce package of Jiffy Pop popcorn, the fun treat your family will love. Pops right in its own pan, always fresh, hot, delicious.
Carlos, you can go first this time.
79 cents.
79 cents. Beatty?
89 cents.
89 cents. The price actually is 47 cents, and Carlos gets $500, which he passes over like a good husband to Christine. You like that, Christine? Nice game, isn't it, girls? Yeah. Let's do that one more time. And this time I'm going to pay off $700 to the one that comes closest.
3 ounces of high-gloss shoe polish from Esquire. It keeps leather flexible and beautifies as it cleans. When it comes to shoe polish, Esquire really shines.
All right, back to you to go first this time, Beatty.
74 cents.
74 cents. Carlos?
69 cents.
69 cents. The price is 79. And you said 74, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you get $700 more. All right. Now then. Claire, how much money did he earn for you?
$1,000.
And how much did you get, Christine?
500.
All right, not bad. Now you have 500, and the gentlemen, you don't have to do any more work. The girls are going to have a chance to spend that money like they always do. You made all that in less than 2 minutes, $500. Now you have $500, and you may spend it if you like, and you may buy what's behind curtain number 2 that Carol is showing us.
I'll trade.
She's going to buy it. There goes your $500. Didn't last very long, right? Easy come, easy go. All right, I take back the 500, and what is behind that curtain? And Christine, you have just traded for a new bedroom suite for your home.
Bassett Furniture, a touch of bamboo in a bedroom grouping in Mandalay yellow, featuring the Bassett Regal mattress and box spring. Bassett, where the beauty is in the making. The set retails for $726.85. And for enjoying Let's Make a Deal in your new bedroom or anywhere in the house, it's a new color TV and stand. From General Electric Performance Television, a 19-inch diagonal townhouse color TV with matching base to create a console look, featuring 100% solid-state chassis and one-touch color system. It sells for $519.90. That makes the total value of this deal $1,246.75.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, dear. Congratulations to Carlos. Now, you have $1,000 now, and what have I got to offer for it? Curtain number 1.
I'll trade.
Well, before you take a look at curtain number 1, I have an offer for you. Are you ready for this, Beatty?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take it, I'll double your money.
Keep it.
I happen to have in my pocket another $1,000. I have $1,000, which means that you will now have $2,000, or you can still buy curtain number 1. Talk it over. It's a big decision to make.
We'll keep the money we really need.
You really need it?
Pays for school.
It pays for what kind of school?
College.
Are you going to college right now?
Myself.
What are you studying?
San Diego State Marketing.
Good for you. I got a feeling I better be nice to you. You'll be one of those vice presidents who buys my show someday. So you've got $2,000 to help you with your education, so you didn't really need what was behind curtain number 1 at all. You passed it up, and here's what we had back of curtain number 1. And it was a sporty new car, but you can't study much in a car.
The Buick Skyhawk offers a compact V6 engine for smooth economical power for overall sport styling and comfort. It's Buick Skyhawk. It sells for $4,185.78, but we're adding lots of extras, tax and license to make it all worth $5,630.23.
But you got $2,000. I didn't have... Oh, sure. There, you're quite welcome. And good luck in school, too. Thank you, baby. All right.
Follow us on our social media platforms at Buzzer TV and let's play.
Who was it? What was the name of the lady in Brooklyn again? Do you remember? You had
Mrs.
Mrs. Gray, I believe.
Miss Shirley Gray of St. James Place in Brooklyn.
That's right. Now she's watching the show now, I hope, and she's watching every move that you make.
Yeah.
And I hope you make the right moves for her too. Now there could be a trip to Paris, and maybe not, but I'm going to offer you a deal for that envelope, and the deal is what's in this box that Jay just brought down the aisle. If you want the box, you can trade away the envelope. Whatever you turn down, I'm going to give to this person seated right there, who happens to be Jeanette Toronto. You can keep
If I
either
take
one.
the box, she gets the envelope.
Right.
If I keep the envelope, she gets the box.
Right again.
Now, what could be in here is a trip to Paris.
That's 3 times you're right.
It also could be something else. It could be a bottle of French wine or something.
4 for 4.
It could be a loaf of French bread. And then instead of the ticket telling her where she's going, the woman in Brooklyn would tell me where to go.
Now you got it. Now you got it.
I think I'll keep the trip to Paris.
All right. That means that Jeanette Toronto is going to get what's inside this box. And take a look at what we have here, Jeanette. It happens to be a bracelet. Come closer and take a look at it, because Jay is going to say something about it. Our camera will take a close-up of it and show it to the folks at home.
This bracelet was made for us by Jewels by Edouard, Beverly Hills, designer and manufacturer of fine jewelry. And it's appraised at...
Don't tell her. That's the surprise. You see, we don't know whether Edouard made real beautiful jewelry for the show or one of his classic imitations. So I want you to take a closer look and decide for yourself, because if it's real, and those are real diamonds, that's got to be worth a pretty penny. Of course, if it's imitation, it's still pretty good looking, right?
Oh.
Nipsey's comparing his ring with it. It won't help. All right. Now you got some idea, right? Or do you have any idea at all, Jeanette? Watch that you don't hit anybody with that box on the way back. It's a dangerous show here. All right. Now, you have the bracelet, and we have a large box on the floor where Carol's standing, and you have a choice of keeping the one that you can see against the unknown.
Oh. I think I'll keep it.
You're going to keep it? All right, let's see what was in the big box that she turned down. And back there, we had two lovely appliances.
First of all, there's a Litton double oven microwave range, the ultimate cooking center. Microwave speed, a self-feeding oven, one-piece smooth pop, and a digital timer. Litton, changing the way America cooks. It sells for $1,099. And then for all your refrigeration needs, here's the Amana 22 side-by-side with an ice maker and all the other exclusive features, including a 3-position energy saver switch. From the refrigeration experts at world-famous Amana, it sells for $849.95. And we filled it with $25 worth of Hungry Man meat pies from Swanson. More than twice as much meat as regular pot pies. Swanson Hungry Man meat pies, chicken, turkey, or beef. Total value of this deal was $1,973.95.
So you turned down a deal with $1,972, and now I'm going to tell you something about your bracelet. I'm going to tell you that I'm going to let you study it and worry about it, and I'll come back and talk to you a little later, Jeanette. But you know that you turned down $1,972 and you have a bracelet.
Oh, thank you, Monty.
Oh, well, I don't know whether you're going to kiss me after you find out what it's worth or not. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, maybe you'll trade it away, and I'll give you a chance a little later on. Now, back to Nipsey again.
I'm not going to kiss you. I don't care what's in this envelope.
All right, I'll make a deal with you. You can make all the deals with me and kiss the pretty girls next to you, okay?
Now you got it.
All right. Now, here's what we have for you. You heard the description of those two items, $1,973. If you want to trade your trip to Paris, which may or may not be a trip, for a sure thing, I'll give you $1,973 for Mrs. Gray. Or you can have what's behind the curtain, and there's another unknown.
But if this is really a trip to Paris, it's worth more than both of them. So I'm going to hold the envelope.
All right. You're holding the envelope. There was $1,973 worth, sure thing.
Yeah.
But wait till you see what you turned down behind door number 2. Behind curtain number 2, you turned down a 2-horsepower car. There are those burros. We've ordered 2 of them for that Latin American zonkmobile. How do you like? That's one of our great zonks that we have. The question is, should you have taken the sure thing? You still don't know what you have in here, and now comes a very interesting moment as we go into the big deal of the night. The big deal is worth, listen to this, the big deal is worth $9,918, and it's behind one of the 3 doors. The other 2 doors, of course, considerably less. So that's what we have behind one. Now, you're playing for Mrs. Shirley Gray of Brooklyn, New York, who's watching us on WABC, and you have to decide whether you still want to keep the trip to Paris or risk it by going for one of the 3 doors.
I held on to it this long. I'm still going to gamble that there's a trip to Paris in this envelope.
All right?
Do it yourself.
Shall I tell you what's inside that envelope right now, so we can't keep you...
Wait a minute. Now, what? I made my deal already, right?
Yeah.
Then tell me what's in the envelope.
There's a trip to Paris!
It's a first...
Rub it in, you can't wipe it off.
Jay!
It's a first-class jet vacation for 2 aboard Air Canada, the largest airline in Canada, also one of the largest in the world, growing faster than any other major international airline. Head for the airline with a maple leaf on its tail, Air Canada. The first-class airfare for this trip is $3,354.
And $1,500 in spending money for Mrs. Gray. The total value for Mrs. Gray is $4,854. You did marvelously for it. You can go to Brooklyn now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for Miss Shirley Gray.
Right, now I got to find 2 people who would like to go for the big deal. Now, we don't know about Jeanette Toronto. She still has the bracelet. Do you want to keep that bracelet, or do you want to trade it in for one of the doors? You want to go for the doors? Now, I'll tell you about your bracelet. The little bangle is made in 18-karat gold, set with nearly 1 carat in fine-cut diamonds, 0.90 carats to be exact. Its appraised value you just traded away is $3,500. But you get a door, and you may do better in just a moment. Now, Clara Pelling, where are you? Clara, you have $2,680 worth of merchandise. You want to trade it away? She says yes, and now we have Clara and Jeanette going for the big deal in just a minute from now. Congratulations to you.
Yes, sir. This is
Get ready for a super mini marathon of super proportions as Super Password takes over the fun. Super Password, it's like regular password, just with a tiny little cape. Stay tuned.
Here. The big deal is worth $9,918. It could be behind door 1, door 2, or door 3. And Jeanette, you have first choice for the $3,500 bracelet. What door do you want, Gary? That's your daughter? Well, keep your fingers crossed. Door number 3, and over here for Clara Pelling. Clara Pelling chose door number 1. Open up door number 1 and show Clara she has some ice cream.
$25 of the Lady Borden ice cream, the elegant premium ice cream made with real nuts, fruits, and berries for special guests or a special family. The family will really enjoy the rest of this deal, too, because take a look at your brand new car! It's the new Buick Skylark hatchback, completely restyled and powered by the economical Buick V6 engine. For efficient and optimum fuel economy, it's the Buick Skylark. It sells for $3,598.78, but we'll add lots of extras, tax and license, to make it worth $5,055.71. Your deal is worth $5,080.71.
A very nice $5,000 deal for Clara, and a happy lady she is. And that's not all, because here we go for you, Jeanette. Toronto behind door number 3, the big deal of the night. And we'll start it off by opening up the doors and showing you some elegant gifts.
First, from the Michael C. Pina Company of New York, sterling silver, candelabra, bowl, compotes, and this stunning colonial design coffee and tea service, all in lustrous sterling, plus a handsome silver-plated tray. It retails for $1,683.25. Then, for serving delicious coffee, Dr. Silex's new Coffee Magic, the automatic electric drip coffee maker, makes 10 cups in just 8 minutes. Great coffee every time. It's worth $39.95. And then, for setting an elegant table, from Finland's Arabia, a 53-piece hand-painted earthenware dinner service. The cobalt blue Valencia of a southern sea, sky, and flower is captured with brilliant intensity by an artist from Finland's Arabia. Service for 8 retails for $695.
Beautiful gifts, and in case you want to redo your kitchen, here's something that'll help you get started. Are you ready? This is going to be in cash. In cash, $7,500 in cash. And Mama gets me a kiss, too. The total value, when you add the $7,500, is $9,918. Congratulations to you, Jeanette. And you can do anything you want. Oh, I love those tears of happiness, don't you, Mama? And you buy Mama a little present, too, because she stayed with you, will you? And Nipsey Russel, thank you very much for being with us today. And Mrs. Gray will be delighted for what you did for her, too.
because I got $1,500 and a $4,000 trip here. They can't be unhappy about that.
No, and neither are the folks back here with $9,900 and a brand new car and $2,000 over there for the kids. It was a wonderful night on Let's Make a Deal. And so maybe I can make one more deal before I go any farther. Now, do you see this? This is a penny postcard. A penny postcard. What does it cost to send a penny postcard today? It used to be 1 penny, and for $200, don't tell her, how much is it today? Oh, you're all calling out. 4 cents. You try and get it for 4, and the postmaster's going to be at your door. No, it's all right. Now, if you have a pipe, Mike Lawler, I'll give you $200 for a pipe. Any kind of a pipe. Do you have a pipe? No, you don't smoke a pipe. All right, do you have a cigarette lighter?